What's up? I'm back. My name's Eric. We're outside. Today, I'm gonna show off some of my favorite Instagram pages. If you ever see this man popping up on your feed with the scroll past, bro, scroll past. Nothing good is coming next. Okay, I know I just said nothing good can come out of it. Actually, some of his advice is pretty good.
How to take a shit at a bitch crib. Look, guys, whenever you at a bitch crib and your stomach start hating on you, you should probably just get the fuck out of there. Tell her you need to go to the store because you got a headache. If she says she got Tylenol, you only take ibuprofen. If she says she got ibuprofen, you only take Tylenol. But what if you stuck at her crib? Well, tell her you got something in your eye, and then go to the bathroom and turn the water up real high and turn the fan on. Now look around for some Fabuloso or some bleach, and then pour that shit into the toilet. And then I want you to grab some toilet paper, and I want you to put it into the toilet water. Now this gonna make it where she can't hear your shit when it hit the water. Now go ahead and drop a douche. When you're done, I need you to close the lid on the toilet before you flush it. And then you're gonna need to peek back in there to make sure you ain't left no smears or souvenirs. Or if you don't wanna do that, and she got a dog, wait till she walk out the room and go take a shit right next to her dog. When she come back in the room, let that bitch know what Charlie did. Game is game.
Game is game. He said prep it with Fabuloso or bleach. I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life. That is so funny. Usually you prep it with spray or something, but that's too obvious. You gotta prep it with bleach and Fabuloso. You know he has the insight, because he said peek back, make sure there's no smears. You know he's left smears somewhere, bro. He's left smears. I love how he doesn't specify if the dog is like a big dog. Like, regardless of the size of the dog, you can just shit beside it, and she wouldn't be able to tell if it's human shit or not. And, you know, dog owners can't recognize their dog shit, typically. They definitely can't tell it apart from a human's. One thing I love about LifeandScarz is that no matter what type of video he makes, he typically makes, like, the opposite approach.
How to make a big bitch lose weight. Look, guys, just because you decide to be with a big bitch long term, don't mean long term she got to be a big bitch. So hear me out. When you out in public, I want you to pay somebody $5 to walk up to her and ask her if she's pregnant. And then pay somebody $10 to walk by her and say, damn, bitch. And then pay somebody $15 to go up to her and say, damn, you a big pregnant bitch. It'll take the pressure off of you and the weight off of her. Another thing you can do is, when you go on vacation, buy her fat ass 2 airline seats just for herself. The bigger she is, the deeper it'll cut. Another thing you can do is take her on a bunch of activities that fat bitches don't like doing, like beach volleyball, or rock climbing, or standing up from a seated position. Another thing you can do is, when she gone, narrow all your door frames by 1 foot and watch her fat ass try to squeeze through when she come home. Another thing you can do is weaken one of the steps in your house, and when she go up the stairs and she fall through, tell her fat ass to go lay down, but weaken her bed frame first. Trust me, it'll work. Game is game.
Game is game. How to make a big bitch lose weight. I love how the instinct is, like, deep, like, crazy gaslighting and manipulation and, like, traumatic, like, causing trauma to this poor woman. Instead of just, like, build healthy habits with her and, like, you know, teach her the basics of health and nutrition. It's crazy. He's so funny. He's insane. The way he does it with a straight face, just... Or... And then... Or... His or is my favorite. Almost every time, though, he does the opposite. Not only did he make a big girl lose weight, but he also did make a skinny girl gain weight. He's all-inclusive.
How to make a bony bitch gain weight. Guys, look. You want to turn a thin hoe into a Lizzo? Well, I got you covered. Number 1, marry the bitch. A wedding ring is 6,000 calories a day. Don't believe me? Go ask the married men out there. Another thing you can do, get the bitch pregnant. This is an extra 30 to 40 pounds per child. Another thing you can do is get her to start smoking the good shit and buy a bunch of junk food. Make sure you keep the unhealthy food in front of the healthy food. Bitches are more likely to eat their way through it than to go around it. Another thing you can do is tell her that you want to celebrate her birthday for 2 months and buy that bitch ice cream and cake every single day. Another thing you can do is say no to stairs and yes to elevators. Another thing you can do is try dipping her birth control pills in melted butter. Guys, look, I'm from the South. We don't marry what we can carry. Game is game.
Talking about a wedding ring like it's a stat buff and Elden Ring is so funny. 6,000 calories a day per wedding ring, bro. That's efficient. You have to inspect the inclusivity. I love him. He's a genius. Typically, I find live streaming on Kick kind of cringe, but, you know, he's a unique entertainer. I think he deserves his platform to entertain. But he says deranged things. He's probably on lists. I would hope he's on lists. If we're doing things right, he's on lists. The biggest reason for saying that happens to be his newest video. Yeah, let's just watch it.
The best jobs to be a pervert. Well, a window cleaner. If you see something you like while you're cleaning the window, clean that same spot over and over until you're ready to go. Or a personal trainer. You can make bitches do anything. You can be like, bitch, touch your toes for a half an hour. Or a gynecologist. You don't have to wear gloves. Or a dentist. If a bad bitch came into my office and got put to sleep with her mouth wide open, I don't know. Or a preacher. Just like the dentist. If I could lay my hand on your head and make you pass out and nobody's around to see it, I don't know. Or a prison guard at a female prison. Bitches out here want everything. Bitches in prison want anything. Or become a caregiver and make sure you get a patient with dementia. That way she can't remember what happened the night before. Game is game.
I can't believe he's okay with making that a part of his digital footprint. This man is crazy. Obviously, gross and insane and disgusting. I do think he's joking, to be fair, but maybe he wasn't all the way wrong with the quote, bitches out here want everything, bitches in prison want anything. I mean, yeah, LifeandScarz is an icon, honestly. He's one of the most important advice givers of our generation. Alright, the next page we're gonna look at, another advice page. Very different advice. Way more wholesome, too. My girl, Auntie Bev. My favorite educator since leaving high school, no doubt. Auntie Bev is like the ultimate wordsmith, bro. She needs to start rapping or something.
Y'all gonna make me act bellicose up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act truculent up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me apoplectic up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna...
She's literally like the most wholesome woman on the planet. She just like teaches words.
Hi, Auntie Bev here with another word to help you build your vocabulary. The word is frabjous. It means delightful, joyous. Using it in a sentence, I would say, watching the water show at the Bellagio in Las Vegas was a frabjous experience. What type of frabjous experience have you had lately? And keep it clean, okay? Frabjous. Add that word to your vocabulary bank and make it your time, your shine. Auntie Bev speaks.
She said, keep it clean, okay? She said, no menaces in my comments talking about some frabjous sex, buddy. And I love it when she, like, shoots subliminals at whatever is happening in her daily life. I'm assuming it's just, like, when the word comes to mind, or if she uses a word that she thinks is, like, too simple, she likes to look up the synonym, which is, like, respect, Auntie Bev. And, she'll air out what's made her say that word a little bit.
Auntie Bev here with another word to help you build your vocabulary. The word is rapacious. It's an adjective, and it describes people who are aggressively greedy. You know, like some loan sharks who charge you an outrageous interest rate on the money you borrow. Using it in a sentence, I would say, in his quest to kick off his law career, Terrence is becoming known around the law firm as the rapacious ambulance chaser. Or, Anna says she won't date anyone who makes less than $300,000 a year because she has a rapacious appetite for the finer things in life. Rapacious. Add that word to your vocabulary bank and make it your time, your shine. Auntie Bev speaks.
You know she probably just got a quote on some sort of loan and was like, bro, what a greedy fuck. Or what a rapacious asshole. She did start doing these weird word Wednesdays that are like animated and they're kind of creepy.
Y'all, it's Auntie Bev's cousin Juanita with today's weird word on Weird Word Wednesday. Today's weird word is impigrate. That's just a fancy word for pawn. You know, like when you go to the pawn shop with your best jewelry, you just go to the man and say, hey, I'd like to impigrate this. Add impigrate to your vocabulary bank and bless your little heart.
I'd like to impigrate this. It's cute. I don't have anything against it. It's just kind of creepy. But, follow Auntie Bev, please. Like, she teaches you new words. She gives you that auntie smile. Hi. She's the best. I love her. The other page I want to talk about is BlackBestCatDad. And it's so precious. It's literally just a single dude with his cat, and he has made that his, whole personality, and I love it.
What's up, son? Yeah, what's up, Snake? Why you be talking?
I literally have been calling my cat Ebrius, Stink, and Son all the time now. Like, I'm walking around, what's up, son? Hey, Stink. The cat's name is Stink. Adorable. It is pretty funny how in the black community we have, Stink, Pooter Butt, Poop, Poopy Pant. Anything you can call a baby that has to do with something gross or something stinky, the black community kind of uses it. It's like a black baby poops one time and it's over for them. But one of the funniest things I've seen on this account is about the lore of how he got the cat. And we love this. It wasn't originally his cat. It was a shared cat. And he took her. You know that X is so mad. First of all, how do you leave this man? He is a wholesome king. I don't really use TikTok, so I don't know how clouded these accounts are on there. So, if they're actually super big accounts and they just don't have that big of an Instagram following, I hope you're like me and you don't use TikTok. Alright, I'm glad I could use this as an excuse to scroll through Instagram and sit outside and whatnot. I appreciate you watching. Check out all these freaking accounts, because they improve your life tenfold as soon as you start following them. So it's an easy way to just be happier, just casually. Well, following those 3 accounts and following me on Instagram as well as subscribing, that's also another way to increase your happiness by 10 million fold. Watch my other video if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Follow on Instagram if you haven't. Comment if you haven't. I don't really care that much about likes. It's not really that deep. Okay. Sun's coming out. Extra hot now. Thank you for watching.